Will it go to Poland or will it go to England? And for the final medal of the day, Chris, we see a new country taking away gold once more.
We will do, we will do.
Bartosz Karbownik at the top of your screen, wearing the backwards cap. Chaudry at the bottom, and we often reference James Chowry, the only active player in Europe with a DUPA of 6 or more on the singles court. That demonstrates his class. But Karbownik, some big scalps to his name, and Bako Balint, one of those.
Definitely. That's a great shot by Chaudry. Cross court on the volley. Found the nice angle. I watched that semi-final, Nick, and it was a very, very impressive performance. He took everything that came his way and gave it back with plenty himself. A bit like we've just seen there, though he's just knocked that one out. We'll see on the replay, I'm sure. Just a little bit quick into that one, Nick.
Yeah, Karbownik just opening up the angle, but just going slightly too wide. Big thank you to Super Tennis for their sterling work today, bringing you live coverage from Rome as darkness sets. The men's finals being played under floodlights at Foro. Italico and James Chaudry into out forehand, then comes cross court, corner to corner stuff from Chaudry.
Brilliant court positioning, court dominance there from Chaudry. Just opens it all up, and he doesn't make the mistake. And he didn't make a mistake with that 2E down the line either, Nick.
It feels like the 2024 winners, England, need Chaudry to do something special here, Chris.
Yeah, and having watched his semi-final against Italy, he was in fine form then. And going for that one there, Nick, it actually felt a little bit like Chaudry's feeling that confident that early that he was prepared to go for a slightly more showman-like shot. He'll probably get back to more simple things now, but Poland have their first point on the board.
They do indeed, and Louis Leville just replaces Pep Giuliano in the corner of Chaudry. Great angle by James Chaudry. Not an easy volley above the height of the backhand shoulder.
Didn't quite get low enough for that double-handed backhand drive on that occasion, Chaudry, but he is starting to find his rhythm in this final. Couple of chances there for Bartosz, Nick, and he's got to start taking those when he opens up the court like that.
Yeah, the first passing shot was nice, but Chaudry quick to recover off the drop volley, but still a gap for Karbownik. Oh, James Chaudry just sends it slightly wide. He's frustrated with himself there. He won't want to waste missed opportunities in the early stages to gain the ascendancy.
Change up on serve there by Karbownik. Kisses the line. Foxes Chaudry, who very cleverly rolls the ball back, just telling you what he felt about the state of that serve.
Return of serve goes long too, so 2 easy points for Karbownik and Team Poland.
Oh!
Does James Chaudry make it? Not quite.
Great effort though, Nick. I mean, great athleticism to get across from one side to the other, especially with the angle Karbownik had generated. That was close.
Oh, just goes long from Chaudry. Karbownik once more looking to be pinpoint, utilise fine margins, but that's not going to work against Chaudry. You've got to make him play, create the space and construct the point.
A little bit of frustration and a couple of shots recently there from Chaudry. He raced into a lead, but Karbownik has dragged him back to 4 apiece.
Great volley once more by the English captain, James Chaudry.
Seems to be a tactic, Nick. Go to the forehand, get the one down the line with a bit of height, and then you can open up and flick that backhand. That one goes long.
And after 2 or 3 exchanges without scoring, it feels like a freebie for Chaudry. Great return. It's really a great return.
So much depth on that. And we're seeing that the deeper the ball goes, and with them just staying that little bit lower, it just makes it such a difficult shot to deal with. Seeing Freddie Powell and Ben Corson in the crowd there, cheering on their captain, James Chaudry, captain of the men's side.
Yeah, we didn't see Freddie Powell in action today, or Ben Corson, but you can rest assured they'll be on court tomorrow. Super Saturday at the European Pickleball Championships. Men's and women's doubles in all brackets get underway.
Oh, lovely control at the non-volley zone line by Chaudry. Read the cross court from Karbownik, held the paddle angle perfectly, and just drops it into the non-volley zone. Great little touch there.
Yeah, Karbownik just struggling with his footwork at the minute. Oh, what a play, James Chaudry. An oncoming Karbownik rushing to the non-volley zone. And Chaudry just loops and dips a backhand cross-court.
Just wide. Backhand volley from Karbownik. Chaudry called it out. We saw a sliced return there to open up the court a little bit more for Karbownik. Just unable to execute.
Does that catch the line?
It does.
Karbownik calls it out.
Oh.
Chaudry appeals. Referee suggests you didn't see the ball. It's
Ball's
very
good.
tight. Oh, ball was called. Good, the referee did see the ball. She asked the passive line judge to make a call. The line judge calls that ball in.
Chaudry was celebrating that minute he left the paddle. He knew it was in. Just lost his footing a little bit there, slid into that double-handed backhand down the line, and that one goes out. So we have a side out and an opportunity for Poland to find a way back in. That's a really good shot from by Karbownik, Nick.
Yeah, brilliant cross-court once more. We saw Chaudry play that shot a few moments ago, and this time it's the turn of the Polishman.
Just long from Chaudry.
It's a big serve, though. A big serve. The gap narrows to 2, and it feels like game on here. Best of 3 games, but this first game important, instrumental in the outcome of the medal. What a play, James Chaudry! It does not get better than that. From an impossible position, Chaudry wraps his hands around the ball, bends his wrists.
That was geometrically impossible. And he's gone down the line there with a winner too.
James Chaudry is picking his point and finding it. Not once, but twice. Changes the momentum once more. And underneath these courts, Chris, it's a bed of clay, and Karbownik is sliding around at the top like he's playing on clay at the minute, just struggling to recover, but Chaudry is putting an immense amount of pressure with placement and power. What a volley, what a volley. It's phenomenal. It's a different level. James Chaudry is showcasing all of his abilities here, and he takes the first game of the final. Team England win the first game of the men's open final. Bartosz Karbownik will need to win the second and take us to a decider, but at the moment, Chris, not only is Chaudry playing with great precision, he's also playing with dominant power, and a mix of those two is too much for Karbownik to take.
And I think that's the key point, Nick, it's the mix. It's not just playing one way. He's able to keep Karbownik at the back of the court with the power, and then he's able to change the angles and create more space for him to be able to play the ball in by keeping him back. When Karbownik knows that both could happen, that puts doubt into his mind over how he's got to play. So he's not only just thinking about the shot he's going to play, he's going to be thinking about what he's leaving for Chaudry to be able to work with as well. We did see moments of very good promise from Karbownik, though. There was that double-handed backhand across court where he basically did a James Chaudry move of using the shallowness of the court to get a good angle. He almost needs to do a little bit of to Chaudry what Chaudry's doing to him. The power to keep him back and then change it up and go a bit more shallow in his shot making when he's got Chaudry pinned. My one concern for Karbownik, though, is something you've just mentioned, Nick, is the way he's sliding across court. That doesn't feel to me like he's then able to then get enough purchase to push back. If that ball does come back, it's kind of a shot and I've got to win it. Otherwise, I'm dead in that one. And we've seen that a couple of times now.
Yeah, analysis from Chris Beaumont here at the European Pickleball Championships Men's Open Finals. And James Chaudry is unleashing, and he looks confident, he looks assured, he looks dominant in the 2025 European Pickleball Championships. Italy, Rome, on the grandest stage of European pickleball.
That's what he's got to try. I mean, he's not pulled it off that time, Nick, but that is the angle where I think he's going to get most joy from.
Yeah, he just looks unsettled, Karbownik, not only having to think about his own shot selection, but also he's thinking about his footwork, and that catches the line. And James Chaudry is turning this final into a shot-making procession.
That one's going to hurt Karbownik because he actually left that. He thought that one was going out and it's kissed the line quite comfortably. That is just another level of doubt that will go into Karbownik's mind if he's now making poor calls on when to leave the ball.
Referee just calls the score wrong, but is corrected. And the referees have done a great job all day today, Chris. Phenomenal job, whether they've been active on court or acting as support behind the scenes or one of the passive line judges. Very professional outfit.
Adds a whole new level to this tournament when we can have every single game covered by a referee. It's been great work by the Referees Association in the last 12 months to get us to this point. And yeah, very, very good to see, and massive well done to all those involved in improving the standards on the officiating. Great shot, James Chaudry. You don't need a referee on court for that, Nick.
He's playing winner after winner, Chris, and there's nothing Team Poland can do about it right now. This time Chaudry slips but recovers and resets. Listen to the yell of success from the English fans in the crowd. The recovery from Chaudry, sublime. Meanwhile, the bronze medal looks as if it's gone to Team Italy, and that would very much cement their place at the top of the table, Chris, shortly followed by Netherlands, maybe on day one. Gold here for England would put a spanner in the works and keep them in the fold for the President's Trophy.
That one just goes wide by Karbownik. Chaudry moving through the gears now. He has a 6-0 advantage in this second game. England have to be odds on to get their first gold medal of this event. And they're very much playing catch-up at the moment with a few of the other nations.
James Chaudry, wow.
He's gone down too.
Steady on, steady on. performing miracles to even get to that ball, and then will not want to injure himself at 6-0. Look at the response. Karbownik keeps that alive. I don't know how.
Nice.
Bartosz Karbownik with his own moment of brilliance. A spectacular play from Karbownik, who resets into the non-volley zone and then applies his own passing shot on the forehand wing.
Called that one out as well. So 2 points on the board now for Poland. I think we're getting a bit of this evening dew onto court now, Nick. Conditions this morning were a little bit like that, and we're getting that coming in as the evening temperature changes as well, making it a little bit slippy underfoot for the players.
Such is the nature of outdoor tennis. Chris, those environmental features and factors are areas players have to overcome if they're to go on and succeed.
Good leave by Chaudry.
And whilst it's challenging for players, it's very much part of the sport. We're at an outdoor venue in humid conditions. Chaudry with ball in hand, second game, must-win game for Karbownik, but it's Chaudry looking to unleash himself once more. Just catches the net.
It's now or never really for Bartosz Karbownik. And he just goes wide. He needed to get a point on the board there, Nick, I feel. You can't see Chaudry giving him too many chances to serve now.
Lovely hands.
Lovely hands.
And this game has been played at such a ferocious speed. Maybe that's a tactic for Karbownik, a little bit of pace off.
Yeah.
What a passing
there's another
shot.
tactic.
Threads the needle. Bartosz Karbownik providing his own showtime moments here. What a pick-up, great defence, but Chaudry is there to take advantage once more.
That was important from Chaudry there. Karbownik has come off with two really good moments in the previous two exchanges. That was just Chaudry just resettling the order of things, getting back on serve. 8-4, opportunity now.
3 points from the championship. Chaudry explodes once more, but just misfires.
Apologies, the score is 3-8, not 4-8.
Karbownik sends that one wide too, so score win opportunity for Chaudry.
Yes, by James Chaudry. We've seen some good work on the backhand high volley. That time he chose to go down the line, not cross court, and he executes to perfection. He is now 2 points away from the gold medal here in Rome.
Bartosz Karbownik looks depleted. He already looks a beaten man.
And that takes us to 10-3.
And here it is. Championship point for Team England, for James Chaudry.
Oh, and he went for the big one, Nick.
Just yet. Now or never for Karbownik. Can he dig deep? Can he find a spark, a moment of inspiration? Not to be. Second championship point coming up for Team England. Their opportunity to get their name in gold. Captain Chaudry doing a captain's job.
Karbownik hanging on in there, making us wait for that killer line, Nick.
Still work to do for Chaudry.
Ooh. Big wind up on that. Inside out forehand, ends up in the net. So a point on the board for Karbownik. You know what they say at this point, Nick, 1 by 1. Let's see how far he can go.
Yeah, just crawl back into it. Take your time and play each ball as it comes. But this will be the 3rd championship point. James Chaudry, the curtain closer on day 1 of the European Pickleball Championships. And there it is, a captain's roar, the roar of the 3 Lions, the roar of Team England, taking gold in Italy, taking gold from Rome. It's relief for Chaudry, it's joy for England as they record a historic victory in the inaugural singles of the European Pickleball Championships. I'm going to catch up with a word from Captain Chaudry and leave you with Chris Beaumont to summarise.
Thank you, Nick. Absolutely perfect performance from James Chaudry. That result never looked in doubt. And you can see how much it means to the England captain. He goes off to celebrate with Louis Laville. See coach Pep Giuliano in the crowd there with some of the England team. Chaudry delighted, Laville just commenting on how well his teammate has done in that game. Karbownik did so well to get to the final, but one step too far for the young Polish player. Chaudry dominant from first ball to last. He just goes over now to celebrate with his England teammates. See Richard Love there, Anna Linton. James going 1 better than Anna did in our earlier final. And he genuinely looks delighted with that. Gold medal for England, but also an important 3 points when we start to tot up the league table. As you know, every single medal comes with points, and those points will help us find out who the eventual European champion will be here in Rome. England defending that title, of course, so a very valuable contribution there from James Chaudry in that title defence. And we're seeing fans leave the stadium. They'll be making their way home. As Nick Hobbs is making his way down. You can just see him to the right of your screen, coming around, quickly giving James a high five. And he's heading towards his awaiting microphone. And he'll be having a few words with England's victorious captain, gold medal winner here in the men's open singles, James Chaudry of England. Just gives a wave to a few of the travelling England fans in the stands. And heads off to pick up his paddle as Nick is putting his jacket on. Understandably, not wearing the jackets when up here in the booth, given the temperatures we have worked with today, but looking as smart can be when you see him on screen shortly. Chaudry just making his way over to the interview booth. And he can only applaud the performance that the England captain put in there against a player who was on very much a hot streak. He knocked out Bacco Balint in the semi-final. Again, one step too far to take gold, but Poland will be delighted once the disappointment wears off. They have got a silver medal, their first medal at the European Championships. And it is crowns off a good day's work. And crowns off a good day's work in terms of all the matches that we've seen here in Italy. First time we've had singles. And I'm going to hand you over now to Nick Hobbs speaking to James Chaudry.
Welcome back to the European Pickleball Championships. The curtain closes on day one, but not without success for Team England and captain James Chaudry, who is crowned an inaugural gold medalist in the Men's Open. James, congratulations.
Thank you very much. Real tough day. I think I have to say that I might be vice captain, or Thaddeus might kill me. Look, we had a really, really strong team all day, both men's and women's side, and I was fortunate that a lot of the guys before me put in the hard work to put me in a position to take it over the line.
And James, the conditions out there look tricky at times, but your ability to make balls and play some huge shots in terms of your driving capacity, but precision over power too, was fairly incredible to watch.
Thank you. Yeah, conditions are tough out here, and the conditions have changed throughout the day as well. So really, really hot in the middle of the day. The ball was really soft in the middle of the heat. It's got a little bit harder now, but it's humid, so the ball is not moving through the air very fast. So getting the ball on the floor was quite important at key times in that.
And James, what does it mean to you personally? We saw a rare show of emotion from you at the end of that match. It's not something that comes naturally to you, portraying that level of emotion on the back of a victory. Something that you're used to is winning. Something that we're not used to is that show of emotion.
Yeah, I think, look, any time that you put on a t-shirt, a jersey, and you represent your country, it's something completely different. And team events are always something a little bit more special. Look, winning individually, yeah, it's tons of fun. You're out there, you're being a professional, but winning as a team feels so much better because there's so many teammates behind you. You've got a whole lot of love and support. So doing it for them just as much as I am myself. So that's where that emotion comes from.
And how much pressure did you feel going into the final, James? We saw Anna Linton just come up short. We know that Team England are looking to retain the President's Trophy. How much pressure did you feel needing to take a gold medal and 3 points towards the overall team total?
There's always pressure. We really do want to defend this title, and we have to make every match count. But I think between both the 50s and ourselves, we've got such a strong team. If I couldn't quite get it done, I'm sure someone else would step up somewhere else. And I think we have amazing team chemistry and we have trust in one another. So yes, there was pressure, but I think the love of playing for this team trumps that any day. And I trust every single one of them to bring home medals tomorrow as well.
Well, Vice Captain Chaudry, you very much got the job done for Team England. Congratulations to you. We look forward to seeing more of you in action this weekend. We'll let you go and celebrate.
Thank you, Nick.
James Chaudry joining us live from the European Pickleball Championships from Rome. That wraps up an incredible day one, which sees 4 different countries take away 4 gold medals. But the action doesn't stop there. We'll be back with more as the men's doubles and women's doubles take centre stage tomorrow on day 2 here live from Italy.